Hello, dream chasers. Looking for a place where your dollar goes further and life feels a little bit easier? Well, get ready, because we're about to explore the top 10 cheapest states with the best quality of life and safety in 2024. These hidden gems offer the perfect mix of low cost, safety, and great quality of life. But before we jump to the video, I want to take a moment to thank you for your support. We work hard to bring you the best travel content, and if you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to the My Globe Trips YouTube channel. Now, let's dive into the list. Number 10, Montana, the treasure state that's about to become your personal goldmine of affordable living. With a population of just over 1 million people, Montana offers you the chance to stretch out and breathe easy. The median home price here sits at a comfortable $250,000, which means you could be sipping your morning coffee while gazing at those majestic Rockies without breaking the bank. And if you're renting, average rent hovers around $1,000, leaving you with plenty of cash to explore all that big sky country has to offer. But Montana isn't just about affordability, it's about living well. The healthcare and education, both above average. And safety? The crime rate is below average, which means you can focus more on which hiking trail to tackle next and less on looking over your shoulder. Imagine waking up to pure, blissful silence, stepping outside to a view that could make a bald eagle tear up, and knowing you're not paying an arm and a leg for this slice of paradise. That's the Montana lifestyle, where your money goes further, your quality of life goes higher, and your worries, well, they just seem to disappear into that big, beautiful sky. Number 9, Arkansas, the natural state. This isn't just a place of hillbillies and banjo music. It's a hidden gem of affordability and quality living. The median home price here is a jaw-dropping $150,000. That's right, for the price of a walk-in closet in some big cities, you could be the proud owner of a whole house in Arkansas. Renting? How does an average of $800 a month sound? That's less than what some folks pay for their daily coffee habit. But Arkansas isn't just cheap, it's smart with its money. Healthcare and education? Both above average. And safety? With a crime rate below average, you're more likely to be bowled over by Southern hospitality than any sort of danger here. Picture this: you're sitting on your porch that you own, by the way, sipping sweet tea, while the air is filled with the smell of barbecue and the sound of laughter from neighbors who've become friends. Weekends are spent exploring crystal-clear lakes, hiking through lush forests, or taking scenic drives through the Ozarks. That's the Arkansas lifestyle, affordable, enjoyable, and as warm as a southern summer day. Number 8, Indiana, the Hoosier state. It's got more surprises up its sleeve than a magician at a county fair. The median home price here is $200,000. That's right, for the price of a fancy walk-in closet in some coastal cities, you could be lord of your own manor in Indiana. Renting? Average rent is about $900 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly avocado toast budget. It's making those pennies work overtime. Healthcare and education? Both above average. Safety? With a crime rate below average, you're more likely to be accosted by a friendly neighbor offering you homemade pie than anything unsavory. Imagine cruising down a tree-lined street in your affordable home, the air filled with the scent of freshly cut grass. Weekends are spent cheering on local sports teams, exploring state parks, or enjoying the vibrant culture of cities like Indianapolis. That's the Indiana lifestyle, affordable, livable, and as welcoming as a warm slice of sugar cream pie on a cold day. Number 7, Missouri, a place where your wallet can breathe easy and your life can bloom like a field of wildflowers. The median home price here is $200,000. That's right, for the price of a fancy dinner every night for a year in some big cities, you could own your slice of the American dream in Missouri. Renting? Average rent is about $900 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly subscription boxes. But Missouri isn't just cheap. It's smart with its resources. Healthcare and education? Both above average. Safety? With a crime rate below average, you're more likely to be bowled over by Midwestern hospitality than any sort of danger. Picture yourself on your back porch, watching the sun set over rolling hills, the air filled with the smell of barbecue. Weekends are spent floating down crystal-clear rivers, exploring caves, or enjoying the vibrant culture of cities like St. Louis and Kansas City. That's the Missouri lifestyle, where your dollar stretches further than the Mississippi River and life is as rich as the state's history. Number 6, Tennessee, the volunteer state. The median home price here is $250,000. That's right. For the price of a tiny apartment in some big cities, you could be living large in Tennessee. Renting? You're looking at an average of $1,000 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for parking in downtown areas of major metros. But Tennessee isn't just easy on the wallet, it's investing in its people, healthcare and education, both above average. And when it comes to safety, with a crime rate below average, you're more likely to get into a friendly debate about BBQ styles than any real trouble. Imagine starting your day with a view of the Smoky Mountains, spending your weekends exploring music scenes that birthed legends, and ending your nights knowing your cost of living isn't eating up your savings. That's the Tennessee lifestyle where Southern hospitality meets modern opportunity, and your dreams don't have to compete with your budget. Number 5, Georgia, where Southern charm meets modern living without breaking the bank. The median home price here is $250,000. That's right. For the price of a year's worth of fancy lattes in some coastal cities, you could be a homeowner in Georgia. Renting? Average rent sits at about $1,000 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly gym membership and meal prep service combined. But Georgia isn't just about saving your peaches, it's about giving you the cream of the crop. Healthcare and education? Both above average. And when it comes to safety, with a crime rate below average, you're more likely to get caught up in a friendly game of porch sitting than anything worrisome. Picture this: you're sipping sweet tea on your wraparound porch, planning weekend trips between the mountains and the coast, and enjoying a thriving job market in cities like Atlanta. That's the Georgia lifestyle, where your dollar stretches like saltwater taffy and life is as sweet as a ripe peach. Number 4, Oklahoma, the Sooner State. With the median home price here is $200,000. That's right. For the price of a luxury car in some states, you could be lord of your own homestead in Oklahoma. Renting? You're looking at an average of $900 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly takeout habit. But Oklahoma isn't just about saving your pennies. It's about making every penny count. Healthcare and education? Both above average. And when it comes to safety, with a crime rate below average, you're more likely to get into a friendly debate about college football than any real trouble. Imagine waking up to wide open spaces, spending your weekends exploring everything from red rock canyons to lush forests, and ending your days knowing your cost of living isn't stampeding over your quality of life. That's the Oklahoma lifestyle, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and so do the opportunities for affordable, quality living. Number 3, Alabama, the heart of South America, where living is easy and the savings are big. The median home price here is $200,000. That's right. For the price of a tiny studio in some big cities, you could be living in a spacious home in Alabama. Renting? You're looking at an average of $900 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly car payment. But Alabama isn't just about pinching pennies, it's about making those pennies shine. Healthcare and education? Both above average. And when it comes to safety, with a crime rate below average, you're more likely to get caught up in a neighborhood potluck than any real danger. Picture this: you're grilling in your backyard, planning weekend trips between the mountains of the north and the Gulf shores of the south, and enjoying a pace of life that's as smooth as honey. That's the Alabama lifestyle, where Southern hospitality meets modern affordability, and your quality of life is as rich as the state's history. Number 2, Kansas. The Sunflower State is about to show you that affordable living is not just a fairy tale. With the median home price here is $200,000. That's right. For the price of a year's rent in some coastal cities, you could own your very own yellow brick road in Kansas. Renting? You're looking at an average of $900 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly streaming services and takeout combined. But Kansas isn't just about stretching your dollar, it's about enriching your life. Healthcare and education? Both above average. And when it comes to safety, with a crime rate below average, you're more likely to get caught up in a community barn raising than any trouble. Imagine waking up to sunflower-filled horizons, spending your weekends exploring everything from quirky museums to natural wonders, and ending your days knowing that your cost of living isn't twisting you up like a tornado. That's the Kansas lifestyle. Number 1, Mississippi, the Magnolia State. Here, Southern charm meets unbeatable affordability. The median home price here is a jaw-dropping $150,000. That's right, for the price of a fancy car in some states, you could own a whole house in Mississippi. Renting? You're looking at an average of $800 a month. That's less than what some folks pay for their monthly groceries in big cities. Now, Mississippi isn't just about rock-bottom prices, it's about maximizing value. While healthcare and education face some challenges too, the state is working hard to improve these areas. And when it comes to safety, the moderate crime rate means you can focus on enjoying life rather than worrying. Picture this: you're rocking on your front porch, sipping sweet tea, planning weekend trips to antebellum homes or the Gulf Coast, and knowing that your cost of living leaves plenty of room for the good things in life. That's the Mississippi lifestyle, where the pace is slow, the people are friendly, and your dollar stretches further than the mighty Mississippi itself. And there you have it, our top 10 states where affordability meets quality living. From the mountains of Montana to the beaches of Mississippi, these states prove that you don't need a big budget to live big. Remember, the best place to live is where you can not just survive, but thrive. So, which of these affordable havens will you call home? The choice is yours, and the savings are waiting.